Morning everyone. Class, I have given you this question to do. So class, see this first one. I want you to do this questions first, then we will proceed to iteration, that is loops. So class, talking about this question, x is equals to 3 is given. Now we have to check for all the conditions. Now first of all, in this AND operator is used. Now first of all it is checked AND operator. So AND operator says x is smaller than 5. Yes, it is smaller than 5, but x is not equals to 3, 6. So this condition is false statement. But if we check for this condition is coming true. So in OR condition says if either of the condition is true, here it is coming true, here it is coming false, but in between it is OR. So OR says if either of the condition is true, then it is true. So it means overall you can say that this statement is true. If it is true, then answer will be okay. Okay class, first of all we have to check for this condition, then we have to check for this, then together. So answer is okay here. Now your next one, it is a direct initialization method. X is equals to 2 and y is equals to 4. Now x plus y, that is 6. Is 6 equal to 10? No, it is not equals to 10. So this condition is false. So else condition will run and answer will be false here. Now this question, some of you were asking this question. Now class, in this question double if is used. It says what will be the output if user enters 2000. If user enters in here 2000, then what will happen? 2000 is divisible by 100. So it is a true statement. If it is true, then it will go to this if. So this is also true because 2000 is also divisible by this. So it is a leap year. Now if user enter this condition is false, so it will go to this else. This condition is also false, so no output will be there because else condition for this is not given. There is no another statement given for this, so answer will be nothing. No output will come. You check out in your computers, you will see there is no answer for user entering this one. Now next one, this I have given you or not I do not remember, but let's do it. We have to find out value of a here, output here. So x is equals to 1, which is not greater than, first condition is false. Now we will move to this else because if is false, so we will go to its else condition, that is elif. Is 2 smaller than, is 1 smaller than 2? Is this 1 is smaller than 2? Yes, it is a true statement. X not equals to 0. This is also a true statement. So answer will be finally C. And this print statement is outside of this whole block. This whole block, it is outside of it. This block, it is outside of this. So this D will also get printed. So answer will be C, next line D. That's all class. Now your some question I will give you, more question I will give you to practice in if conditions. Let's move to next. Let's move to your next topic, that is iteration. Iteration is all about doing a repetitive task. There are certain things in our daily life that we go for repetitive. Similarly, in calculation. Similarly, in other purposes also, there needs a repetition of the things. So for repetition, one method is to do that again and again. One method is to be technical and use iteration, that is loop. This is a loop. So class, let's proceed. So class, there are two type of loop. One is a for loop, one is a while loop. For loop we call it a fixed loop, fixed, and while loop we call it a variable loop, variable. Finite loop, infinite loop. So class, today our topic will be for loop only. So let's proceed. Class, for loop is a loop which is you can say fixed loop, means we know how many things has to be displayed, how many times we want it. So all this are there. So later on you are going to study about the string, list and tuple. List I have told you in class 10. Here also we are going to have some illustration, but about the string and the tuple we are going to do later. So let's proceed with the programming part. First of all, what we need, the syntax we should know. This is very important in computers, that you should know the way of writing, that is a syntax. Syntax, first is the control variable. We call it a counter variable also, counter variable, whose value keep on changing. So here they have used the word control variable, which controls the whole loop. Here there will be a sequence or a range. What does it mean? You will come to know later. And related statement, and if all these condition fails, we should have the else statement also. But if this work, this should not work. So class, let's proceed. Here you can see, this I have told you in class 10th also. Here you can see this Python. Letter is a counter variable here, that is control variable. This is just a variable, and here is a Python. Python is a string, and under the string there are certain letters that we want to get display. So what we did, we have simply written for letter in is the keyword, for is the keyword, letter is the variable, Python is the string. So simply this you will write, then letter it will counter at P and P will get display. Next time loop will proceed, it will check for next, and it will get displayed. Now see the list here. Here is the list which include these values, and we want to display them. So for that we will write for, this is again a counter variable, any variable you can use here except this count, because count you have already used. C in count. So in count that is in our list, how many members are there, that is to be displayed. So it will all get display, and this will be the output. Same as this one, in this list they want to display only the number which is divisible by 2. So they have used for loop also, and inside that the condition will be checked. Now how it will proceed, you should know. Plus, first of all, 1 will come here in place of this n. Then 1 mod 2 is 1. So this is a false condition, so it will not get display. Next, then 2 will come, then again this condition will be checked. Then 3 will come, again this condition will be checked, and it will keep on checking. Wherever the n mod 2 will come equals to 0, it will display it is a even number, as this is the result. Now I have come up with another program for you. It is not only with the strings, it is with the numbers also. Here in place of string, as it was given Python previously, here it is given 1 2 3. Now I for the first time it is 1. So it will come 1 welcome 1 times. Next time 2 will encounter. Welcome 2 times. Next time 3 will encounter. Then welcome 3 times. So finally what you are getting? You are getting this is the output. I hope you all are understanding, class. Those who are facing some problem, they can discuss with me. Anytime they can ask question. That's not a problem at all. I am answering to many of you. So that's not a problem for me. Now class, your next is again illustrating the loop. Here they have written Goa. Now in Goa, G is your first variable, first letter to be encountered. So G, then O, then A, as you can see here. After that, coming out of the loop, it will also come that in else statement we have given. Now there is no other letter after A. There is no letter after A, so it is coming as this, coming out of the loop. So class, I hope you all are understanding. Now your next is giving a range. Next is giving a range from where you want to start and where you want to add. So you want to start with 1 and you want to add to 10, then you will write 11 here. And no, here it is not given steps. Here only two variables, two position values are given. First is the initial, second is the final. Now comma 1 it should come. So class, in this it will come from 1. Again I am repeating, there is some disturbance. So class, first of all in range is again a keyword here. In this you have to give the initial value and till where you want to go. They have given 11, so it will go till 10. And next is the 1 we can give if you want to have a step 1. If you want to have step 2, suppose I want to after 1 I want 3, then I will write step 2. So this is for the step, but here by default step is 1 only, because in table we want step 1 only. 3 1 ja, 3 2 ja, 3 3 ja. As they have given num is equals to 3, so num multiply I here. So it will come, it will display as it is 3, it will display as it is x, it will display as it is 1, value of I is 1 here, value of, and here equals to will come as it is, and finally I num multiply I, that is 3 multiply I, so that is 3. So class, after that value of I will come as 2, value of I will come as 3, then this will display 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Again I am repeating, initial value, final value should be 1 more than the required value. We want till 10, so we will write here 11. And step we have not given, so by default it is 1. If you want to have more steps, then you have to write, for 1 it is by default. Similarly class, this program is also there for factorial. You try this question, then you will ask me. That's all class, it is still not finished. There are some more topics to understand that you do, and this much you do, and rest I will let you know.